The Microsoft team are back from their holiday break, and now we have some new sim updates in the works to talk about, including all of this week's announcements, previews, and releases. Let's jump into the video. Before we jump into this week's announcements, in these videos we try to bring you all the flight sim news in one place. So if that sounds right up your taxiway, please click that subscribe button. 70% of people that watch the Oz Flight Sim channel are not subscribed yet. If you hit that subscribe button, it really helps support me and keeps the channel growing. Thank you very much for your support. Pre-flight in this week's previews and announcements, and Bluebird Simulations teased us with a screenshot of their next project at the end of last year, and this year they confirmed the next project after the Boeing 757 is going to be released is the Boeing 767. Bluebird mentioned this is a suitable project and a progression as the aircraft is very similar to the current project. The team mentioned that the current 757 is far away from being released, but it still is their main focus. Also, the team addressed some of the concerns that people have been having with the aircraft project, and they did mention that it won't be study level. However, it will operate, this is the 757, it will operate realistically under normal flight operations with accurate flight dynamics, engine performance, FMS, etc. From what we've seen in the videos of late, it's going to be a detailed aircraft, but it's not going to be study level. Also, the team released a new video this week which was showcasing the startup procedures of the 757. Bluebird Simulation Boeing 757 is expected to release before the end of the year, and of course we're going to keep you posted of any more development news from the team and their next projects. Moving on to some more aircraft announcements for this week. This one goes to the team over at Solutions as they plan to develop their first aircraft for Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is the Diamond DA20. Solutions have been developing aircraft over on the X-Plane platform and now trying their hand with Microsoft Flight Simulator. The DA20, you may have noticed, is a default aircraft already in the sim for deluxe package holders, and now the team plans to develop a highly detailed third-party version of this aircraft. This will be a learning process for the team as they learn the SDK, but they're pretty passionate about it as one of the developers have access to the aircraft in real life and flies it. It's great to see more developers are working with this particular simulator, and of course we will keep you posted on any developments when it comes to the Diamond DA20 from Solutions. The next aircraft announcement for the week is from Pilot Experience Sims as they announce their development project, which is the Morley M7. The team have been working on the M7 for over a year now, and they've been developing it from the ground up. The team mentions their aim is to make the M7 a beautiful study level airplane. The M7 has all its systems simulated, including fuel, electrical, and circuit breakers. The development of the M7 interior has also been complete, and the team is now working on the exterior along with a sound set. The Pilot Experience team plan to have the M7 in beta testing within a few weeks and hoping for a release sometime in February. You should expect to see the M7 release on PC as well as Xbox through the InSim marketplace and other third-party stores. Flying Iron is in the news this week. This is the team behind the Spitfire and the P-38, last year releasing a very well received F6F Hellcat, and this year they plan to release the Messerschmitt Bravo Foxtrot 109. The 109 teased almost about a year ago. This week the team showcased some more screenshots showing the 109 looking a bit more developed in terms of modeling. Not too much other information has been released from the team other than this project and a few screenshots. The team also mentioned of another iconic airplane which is still in the early stages of development, which is the WF-190. The team only published some early modeling screenshots of this one at this stage, but of course we'll keep you posted on both of these projects from Flying Iron Simulations in 2023. Indiafoxtecho this week released some new screenshots of its in-development Tornado. The team announced they were developing the Tornado a long time ago, but we haven't heard too much about the project until now. The team mentioned they were unhappy with the previous graphical assets they had, so they returned to the drawing board and started again from the ground up. The screenshots display their latest work. The team is also working on an F-14 Tomcat and a Eurofighter, which will be released before we will see the Tornado in the sim. Apex Gaming PCs and the Oz Flight Simulator channel have partnered up to create a range of gaming flight sim PCs tailored to flight simulation pilots in mind. The private pilot and the commercial pilot range has been designed to provide a great frame rates if you are on a budget or if you're an experienced simmer and want to take your simming to the next level. You can even customize to suit your virtual pilot needs. Links in the description below if you want to check out the new range of Oz Flight Simulator PCs, the private pilot and the commercial pilot. Taxiing over to this week's release news, and the first one goes to the team over at Jepson's 2001 release this week, the Victoria Falls for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The team has overhauled this iconic location in the world and now has turned it into a worthwhile place to visit in the simulator. Jepson's has added animated water effects which showcase what the sim is capable of, as well as improving the surrounding areas, featuring animated bungee jumpers, speedboats, cable cars and more. Features and highlights include Victoria Falls animated with sound, 4 bush trips, 6 heliports, 30 landable helipads, Victoria Falls Bridge, animated rapids along a 23-mile stretch, terraform river base and custom rapid textures. You can pick up your copy of Victoria Falls from Jepson 2001 directly from the Sim Marketplace. I'll leave a link in the description below. The next release hasn't been released yet, but I thought I'd talk about it as it's going to be released in a few days, which is the Flight Sim Studios announcement of the E175, which we've been showcasing recently and it'll be released in a few days. The E175 will be released as a early access. The team has showcased the state of the project in a 3-hour live stream where you get to have a good look of the progress. If you're planning on picking this up, I highly recommend spending the time and having a look at the video. Now that the news has been given that this will be a early access, the Flight Sim Studios team have been pretty open on their roadmap on their website about the E175, where people can see the progression and also vote on the features what they would like to implement next. After the release, we'll see a schedule update 2 weeks after, and the team will keep updating on when they will see the next one or when the next one's going to be released. From the looks of it, the E175 is a working in progress and the team is fairly transparent with its early access development, and from what we're seeing so far, apart from some really gorgeous videos, there's still a lot of work to be done. The E175 can be purchased from the Aerosoft store and it's planned to be released on a Tuesday. And if you want to be part of an early access, go right ahead and jump into it. But if you're someone like me that wants to basically have a full package or a nearly full release package, you might want to wait. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to check out the full 3-hour video, as it's worth taking a look to see what stage and if this is something that you want to invest in. Link in the descriptions below. Lining up on the runway for this week's Sim update news, the first of 2023. Yes, the Microsoft team is back after their holiday break and the team has kicked off this week with another update for the AAU1 beta. A bunch of general features have been improved with different aircraft and performance issues have been looked at. Many aircraft have seen improvements including the CJ4, the TBM and also the Longitude. If you're not familiar with the AAU1, this is the first time we've had one of these updates, and it will update the default aircraft and avionics suite within the sim, which is used for many payware third-party aircraft. The AAU1 is set to release sometime in January, followed by the first world update in 2023 and the local legends, which is going to all be in February. This week we've seen the first in-sim marketplace update for 2023. The update's kind of small, but I expect now the team is back, we'll see larger updates over the next few weeks. There's been 7 new products this week, all are compatible with PC and Xbox, and this week we've seen a new Airbus released from Latin VFR. This is the Airbus A318 and it will be similar to the releases we've seen from them in the past. The Airbus is an A318 and it's using the default A320 cockpit with its own 3D model cabin with animated passengers, custom sounds, wind flex and flight dynamics and performance based on the A318. There is a few other releases for the week. These have been liveries, lighting packs and also airport packs. It's great to be back in 2023, and if you'd like to stay up to date with Flight Sim news and other Flight Sim content, please hit that subscribe button. Stick around for another in development video as we checked out something a little bit different that's not flight simulation, but it is about aviation. I'll leave a link on the screen here and I'll see you over there.